The Minister for Commerce, Albert Isola, opened the GACO conference and stressed the importance of keeping up with corporate governance. He said compliance is critical for the reputation and operation of business on the Rock.
Well, a compliance officer, if you want to look at it, is like a policeman. So in the company, he will look that all the processes and the procedures are in place to avoid that someone could launder money, that someone could use money to finance terrorism and other illicit activities. So what they do is they set up a framework in the company, make sure that then the right policies are in place, that people understand how fraudster, money launderers, terrorists could misuse the system, and then once everyone is aware how this could happen, then obviously everyone makes sure that it doesn't happen in the company and therefore doesn't happen in the industry.
In the enormous and expanding universe of technology, risks and complexities related to the compliance profession remain a persistent top challenge, particularly in the age of fintech. But legislation is also constantly changing, and conferences such as these are an essential part of training and sharing knowledge.
Well, the main aim of the association, that is a non-profit association, is to educate people, to educate the industry. And when I mean educate the industry, it's not only about the financial industry as such. We need to bear in mind that lawyers are as well do have to follow AML rules. High value dealers, so the retail shoppers on Main Street over the OFT in Gibraltar are regulated for money laundering, so we provide training to them as well. You have the whole gaming industry that follows those rules and that are members of the association. So we will say almost everyone in Gibraltar has to prevent money laundering and terrorist finance.
As you say, regulation moves very quickly. Technology moves very quickly, industry moves very quickly, and sometimes everyone, compliance officers, ourselves, firms, we are, to an extent, playing catch-up. So it's really important that we all work together and that interaction is always there, that level of cooperation, so that we are moving together in the same direction as well.
Failing to adhere to regulatory requirements can open companies up to risks that go beyond just fines. But as they say, forewarned is forearmed, so preparing for future potential risks is also an important element of any compliance strategy.
I think there are two main risks that people need to take cognizance of. The first is the risk of external trends that are coming in and changing our work environment. But I think a bigger risk, and that's the risk I'm going to be talking about at the conference today, is the risk of not doing something, of thinking that the world is going to remain the same, thinking that your current level of compliance, your current level of systems is good enough when the world out there is changing. We can't sit back and not change. We have to adjust.
You can find out more information on gaco.gi.